Welcome to the Stay Ready Real Estate Podcast, where we stay ready so you don't have to get ready. I'm your host, Emeka. And what this podcast is all about is letting you know that regular people like you and me can invest in real estate to become wealthy. You don't need millions and billions of dollars to invest in real estate. You can actually invest in real estate with little to no money down. I'm just here to let you know that as long as you have time and can take action, you can become wealthy. And all it takes is a couple of years for you to honestly become financially free. So tune in. Hope you enjoy. What's going on? It's your boy Emeka here. And today on the podcast, what we're going to talk about is understanding your own personal situation. And it is very important in real estate because depending on where you are in your life, that's how you should be judging and that's how you should be determining what you want to do and how you want to invest in your own strategy. Yes, there's so many different things that you can get into. There's shiny object syndrome everywhere. There's short-term rentals, long-term rentals, multifamily, syndication, storage units, you name it. There's so many different things that you can get yourself into. But number one is just understanding your situation and why your strategy is best for you. And the number one thing I want to start off with is age. Age. How old are you? How risky are you? Because I'm 28 and I'm not going to get any younger. I turn 29 next month, and this is probably the riskiest I'll ever be able to be. And with that being said, and before I continue, actually, why is that? Why is it the riskiest for me? Because I'll probably have kids in the next 2 to 3 years. I have to start saving to build a home and start prepping for that, saving for children, saving for school, childcare, all that stuff. And whenever that does happen, or whenever I do pop up a little one, right, little Mecca Junior, um, you know, I should say I shouldn't be risking my money like this. I shouldn't be going all in on things because I'm in real estate for a lifestyle. I'm in real estate for my family. And if I'm just always buying real estate, going for the best deal all the time, then I'll lose why I'm focused on that. So understanding why you're in real estate is going to be huge because I'm in real estate for family and lifestyle. And if I'm buying real estate for a future time for family and lifestyle, I'll never be in the present. So right now I have no kids. Right now I'm in Florida. And right now I can take the chance. I can go all in. I'm not saying deplete your savings, not by any means. But I am saying is if you are to go all in, put your savings in, maybe have a couple thousand for emergencies, then you're going to bounce back a lot easier and better. At least for me, because I'm at the age I don't have as many large responsibilities. And once I do have kids, I can never do this again, right? I can't go back in time and not have a kid, right? So I understand my situation. And my situation is it's currently Wednesday, 2026, and sentiment is slightly down. I just had a meetup the other day, and people are starting to be a little bit more uplifting and better sentiment about real estate. But I have to go now. I have roughly 365 days to find as many deals as possible, to make as much money as possible, to make the best returns, to make other people money, bring in partners, and all that good stuff. Because this is the youngest I'll ever be. Period. And I don't want to know everything. I don't know everything. So I want to listen to the people who've done it before me, listen to the people who've done it before me and take their advice, right? Just be a sponge, listen, take their advice, understand why they're telling you what they tell you. And what did people tell me? People told me that whenever '08 happened, '08 and '07 happened, and partly '09, when the housing market crashed, they wish they were buying. You know why? Because houses were absurdly cheap. And they could have bought, hold, and then just waited until it bounced back because real estate always does, right? It always does. It's historically, that's what happens. So until otherwise, it will bounce back. And depending on what your strategy is, you might want to buy and flip. Well, you might hold a little bit and then flip, right? Oh, wait was a great time to buy because prices were great. And it might have been a bad 2 years, bad 3 years. Some people did lose money, period, right? Not everything's gonna be perfect. But understanding that I'm 28, and the last time we really had like a down cycle or some, bad sentiment towards real estate, I was in fifth grade. I wish I was buying houses, but instead I was I was in fifth grade, learning, triangles and squares and circles and whatever you want to call it. So right now, right now is the best time for me because um, I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I have a hunch things are only going to get better. Competition's going to rise. And right now is the time for me to be risky, make those offers, say yes to deals, and figure out a way to make it happen. And I don't want to look back at 2026, 5 years from now, and talk about holy bleep, right? That was the best time. That was the bottom. I should have bought then. When I told my audience, I should have been doing it and I didn't do it. No, no, I got two flips right now. It's the craziest thing I've ever done. We're on two flips at the same time. Maybe lost a couple of years, but 100% worth it. Now, understanding your own situation. Not everyone's going to be in my situation. Most of my audience is probably in their early 20s, maybe early 30s as well, getting into real estate, or they've done a deal or two and they're just trying to figure out different things to get into and figure out, what they're gonna, figure out what's going to be their main strategy, and that's okay. Figure it out, make deals, make offers, and go for it. Because right now is the best time. But understand your situation, right? If you have kids, you shouldn't be risking everything. That's my personal opinion. You might want to do it. You might not care about your kids. Who knows? But understand that whenever you listen to these other podcasts like Bigger Pockets and you hear all these great stories, all these home runs, those are outliers, right? We are one in few. Whenever you're always listening to real estate folks, listening to real estate books, there's so many more people out in the world that sometimes we forget that we're like in our own circle. Understand that that is not what always happens. So understand that I have made a podcast saying that real estate really isn't that risky because I truly believe so. But there is risk, right? No one said real estate is risk free. So because there is risk, understand what you have, right? I want to do flips, build cash to develop. You might be in you could be in your 70s or 80s. Like developing might entice you, yes, but what is your goal, right? Because you're already at the retirement age, and what are you trying to do? If you're in your early 20s, figure out one thing, do it, get good, and you'll be a master by your late 20s and early 30s. If you're in your 30s and you're just starting a family and you're just getting married, understand, make sure you have those conversations with your significant other and make sure they understand why you're doing it, right? Because now maybe they want to do it, maybe they don't care, maybe they support you, but at least they understand what you're going to do. talk about Talk about what you're willing to risk, what you're going to put in. And if you're not going to talk about it, just make sure it doesn't affect the people you love. Because I told you, I can be risky right now, and I understand that situation, and that's why I'm going to be risky. So, understanding what you can do, understanding what you're willing to give is the most important thing that you can be doing right now in real estate as of January 21st, 2026. Because right now it's the time to go. So, what can you give? What can you do? How aggressive can you be? Take a look in the mirror and understand what you are able to do and give and what are the opportunity costs with that, because the opportunity costs are very important. But if you can risk the biscuit, do it. Just make sure you understand your situation and the people that you will affect, including the person in the mirror. Until next time, see you. Thanks for tuning into the podcast. I really hope you enjoyed. My goal with these podcasts is to help you get 1% better every single day. And if you enjoyed, please like and subscribe and go to my YouTube channel because I post real life deals and the ongoing things that I'm doing to let you know that I'm walking the talk and not just talking about it, not just yapping. So, hope to see you next week. Till next time.